Alright, in this lesson we're going to learn how to form the present tense in Latin. It's relatively easy, just follow along here and we should be able to get you going. You'll notice on the top here we have a dictionary entry, which is the verb to love in Latin, amo, amare, amavi, amatum. And then the rule. And the rule is the present stem plus the person ending. So let's talk about how to get the present stem in Latin. If you go to the dictionary entry, the second principal part, amare, if you take that and you take the AMA and you chop off the RE, you're left with AMA. That is the present stem. And we're going to be using that to form all of these present tense verbs here. The only exception to that rule is the first person singular, the I form, and the A is lost in that form. So you'll see that down here on the chart. So the first box is for the verb to love in the first person, which would be amo. Second person is amas. Again, notice present stem, AMA, plus ending, S. Third person singular, present stem, plus ending. And then the plural, we have AMA, plus mus, MUS, and then AMA, plus tis, and then AMA plus NT. So hopefully you recall from class that our endings, our person endings, are O, S, T, mus, tis, und. And then notice those down here in the chart. We have O, S, T, mus, tis, und. And those are just added on to the present stem, the AMA. And again, don't forget the first person singular was an exception to that rule. So how do you translate these? Well, that's what those other boxes next to these are for. So you'll notice the first person singular is always going to be I. So this is I love. I am loving is also acceptable. Then you love. You are loving is acceptable. Then he loves. You can do she loves as well. That's also okay. Then we love. First person plural. The plural form of I is we. Then the plural of you is you all or y'all love. And then the third person plural is they love. So that's the whole chart there. So relatively easy. Again, present stem, AMA, plus the ending, OST, mus, tis, und. Okay, so that's how you do it. Let's take a look at some examples on the second page here. So you notice we have two sentences here. The first sentence is a relatively easy Latin sentence. It's just 3 words. We have a subject, a verb, and a direct object. Now, how do we tell which word in the sentence is a verb? Well, again, if you remember your endings, OST, mus, tis, und, and you kind of scan the sentence and you notice, my word here, amat, has a T at the end of it. That's most likely my verb. And also, verbs in Latin usually appear at the end of the sentence. Not always, but it's a good guess if you have to make one. So, we know that this verb amat is going to be a he or she because of our person ending. It says there's a T there. It tells us it's he or she. And we scan our sentence again. The first word is puella, has an A ending, which is the nominative ending. It means it's going to be the subject. And lo and behold, that lines up with our verb, which is a he or she. So this sentence is the girl, which is puella, loves. And then our direct object is puera, which is boy. Okay, second sentence here is a little bit easier in a sense because it's two words, but it's also tricky because if you notice the first word in the sentence ends in an am, that is the accusative case, which in Latin tells us it's going to be the direct object. Okay, it's going to be receiving the action, and it comes first, which will confuse many English readers because usually the first word in an English sentence is the subject. The girl does something or the boy does something, etc., etc. But in this case, it's actually not. And then we notice our verb over here, amamus. Again, how do I know it's a verb? Well, it has this mus ending, mus, which is a verb ending. So, mus, if you recall from the previous page, means the subject is going to be we. So the sentence would translate as we love. And then we're left with our direct object, puellam, which is girl. And notice I put the girl. You could say a girl too. The article in Latin is could be a or the. We just have to make a decision as the reader of which one that's going to be. So hopefully this is helpful. Check the other videos for the other tenses. Thank you.